Hello and welcome back to Two Mugs and a Guitar with me, Darry, and no Jarvis today because Jarvis is doing exactly what I'm doing. We have a new segment called the Respill where we're going to respill our opinions on albums we've listened to. Um, my opinions on Amnesiac were not very forgiving, I don't think, but no, look, we've come back to Respill on Amnesiac and give our opinions. Jarvis is doing the exact same thing and his will be posted on Friday. So keep an eye out for that. And if you do like this content and if you're enjoying it, give us a like and a follow. And yeah, ring that little bell. But yeah, to get back on topic, I'm going to be respilling my opinions on Amnesiac by Radiohead. Um, uh, look, at as we all know, some albums are growers. I particularly feel like that this one was definitely a grower for me. I've listened to it 3 times since I've actually reviewed it, and there's a lot of songs on it that I really appreciate now more than I did initially. And to go off even packed like sardines, like when you listen to it on your own, it gives a different vibe. I mean, it's still like the ding 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 ding. I'm a man, get off my case, get off my case. It's really really catchy, and there's something to be said about that when you're listening to a song and the next 3 times you listen to it, it gets better. So it's definitely a grower. I really enjoyed Packed Like Sardines. It was really, really good song. Once, not really, really good to be fair. Like I'm not. There's no point in sugarcoating it. It was much better than I appreciated for the first time I listened to it. And then this time around, I think yeah, I definitely go back to this song 100%. I think it's really good. I think it'd be a good vibe with me and Jarvis now if we were to listen to it. Just two of us if we were sitting around having a chat or whatever. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it going back to it, and I thought it was better sound than I initially thought it was. Yeah, it was, but like still for me, it's still a little bit too experimental. I feel like the album itself, there is, it's just a mixed bag of emotions. I think, where you find that like Packed Like Sardines, good song, then you go on to Pyramid Song. I don't know how I overlooked it so much. I don't know how I overlooked Pyramid Song so much because I didn't really like it when I first listened to it. The first time I listened to it, but it's brilliant. Even the start of it, I mean, it's like, oh, so beautiful in your ear. It's absolutely phenomenal. The song itself is just absolutely, it captures something. Like I didn't see it the first time. I think maybe in terms of listening to an album when it didn't suit. I think that was the case for Amnesiac with this situation because when you go back and you listen to likes a Pyramid Song, now I think I liked I Might Be Wrong, and I liked Knives Out. Knives Out was a great song as well. But yeah, I think Pyramid Song I looked over so much. It's such a good song. It's so beautiful. Yeah, really 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 good song. I'm sorry to any Radiohead fans. Like I just don't understand Pull Pull Revolving Door. I just don't understand the song. There's creativity and then there's just to me it's just like it doesn't make any sense. I'm so sorry. I know I wanted to come back and love it, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Um, it like there's nothing in it for me that's enjoyable. It's just there's a lot of noise and then robot voices. Me and Jarvis had this discussion as well because the likes of on Fitter Happier. I don't get it. Tom York has the most beautiful, soulful, gorgeous, unbelievable timbre, and then to hear him just put his voice over or robotic, like it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm sorry, and that's all I'm going to say. And I appreciate everyone's opinions on it. And if you do hate me in the comment section. I really don't mind. But that song is not good. And I'm sorry. Yeah, if anything, I think it's worse than I first listened to it. Now, You and Whose Army is one. In the comment section, I got a lot of abuse because I didn't like it. People were saying You and Whose Army is a 10. I agree. It's better than I said it was, and I do I do apologize. But no, it's not a 10. It's not a 10 song, but it's absolutely way better than I gave it credit for the first time I listened to it. It was really, really, really enjoyable when I was sitting listening to it on my own. And I think this whole album has been like that for me, where I got the chance to sit on my own, kind of think about it, re-listen again, have a few minutes with the songs, have a few minutes to just let them sit on me and just be able to understand it a little bit better. Um, it constructionized itself in my head, and it was like I felt like I didn't have the ability to really study it when you're doing a first time reaction review, and I'd never listened to it before, so I had that only that one time to kind of give that opinion on it. But when I go back to You and Whose Army, it is much better, much better than I thought it was initially, to be honest. And did really like it. I didn't realize how much You and Whose Army, it's so much more beautiful than I thought it was initially. I don't know what it was when I first listened to it. I can't really remember, to be honest. But um, to hear it back and listen to it subtly, the piano throughout, it feels really nice and warm. And then music, his vocals in it are brilliant as well. He sounds fantastic in it, and I think it's something I overshadowed. And again, I've said this to Jarvis with positioning of music, positioning of songs in an album. Like for that to come after Pull Pull, I probably should liked it a lot more, but I just hated Pull Pull that much that I didn't like You and Whose Army automatically straight away. But sitting and listening to it, I've skipped Pull Pull twice to get to this song. So I have really found it within myself to really appreciate the music, musicianship, and the vocals on it. It was fantastic. I'm really happy with it now. I really like it, and it's a song I'll definitely go back to. Now, I might be wrong. The intro I love. It's just a really like gritty, fucking dirty guitar, and it sounds lovely. To me, that's what I like, is that kind of electric, kind of rocky feel, and just yeah, the intro really gets me every time, and I think it starts to increasingly get better every time I listen to it. And the more I listen to it, the more I like it, and then as soon as that comes in at the start, I'm getting really hyped up for the rest of the song. So, um, look, I just think re-listening to the songs, re-listening to the album has made me appreciate it a lot more than I initially did. And I Might Be Wrong is one of them songs where I kind of get with it again, and the album kind of falls into place for me a little bit. I do think there's probably too many songs on the album, and there's too many songs I disliked on the album. Um, initially, but when I go back to listen to it, I mean, like to kind of quicken things up here, I suppose Whose Army is a much better song. I Might Be Wrong and Knives Out are two fantastic songs. Morning Bell, Amnesiac, I wasn't a big fan of, and I don't think I am still. Dollars and Cents, I'm not a massive fan of. Um, like Spinning Plates, I'm not a massive fan of. I don't really like it at all. And then Hunting Bears and Life in a Glass House, I do really like, and I think they're really good songs. So like if you're going off an album, it seems to me very industrialized, but in terms of the way the songs go, like I don't know if it's a continuation of Kid A or if it's a kind of different sound and direction that they went for. Um, you give us your opinions and let me know what you think, because I just don't know. I love well, I don't love Kid A, but I really like some of the songs, especially How to Disappear Completely. Um, there's loads of different songs that I've got with Radiohead. Like I loved Benz, and I know this is just not a popular opinion amongst Radiohead fans, but I loved it. Jarvis doesn't want me to listen to Pablo Honey because he thinks I'm going to like that the best, but I don't know. But like there's songs that I love, which I find like with most albums I listen to, I find that. But with this album, there's maybe 4 or 5 songs that I've really caught with again, which is more than I initially did. So I'm happy I re-listened to it. And there is songs, and most of them I will go back to. And in the context of the album, just to listen to the Radiohead album, Amnesiac, I will definitely listen to it all again. And I think it's really good. But it's just directions I don't know what way they've went. It's kind of disorientating sometimes, and then it's something discomforting. Uh, or uneasy at times, and then it's comforting at times. And it's just it's a particular album. Just like the songs that really stood out to me were Packed Like Sardines, Pyramid Song, um, what's the other one? You and Whose Army, I Might Be Wrong, Knives Out, Life in the Glass House, and Hunting Bears. They all come to mind when I think of this album. A lot of other songs I wouldn't really care for. Like Pull is so bad. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan. And then Pyramid Song again, like it's just so much better than I thought it was. I thought it was like initially, and I think that's the joys of letting music fester and albums fester and going back to them and having a conversation with Jarvis even about it. He didn't want me to tell him too much because he wanted to see this in the video that my opinions have changed, which they have massively. And I think just in general terms of the album, it's it's a weird situation to be in when you go back to an album, and like I felt that if anything I was going to hate it more, but with everybody's opinions and everybody that said anything to me in the comment section, it's just keep listening, just keep listening to it because it's gotten much, much better. Like, I suppose if I was to say how it fits into Radiohead's discography for me now at the moment, it still wouldn't be my favorite album. Like, I'd have Kid A over it. I'd have definitely have the Bends over it. Um, and I definitely have OK Computer over it. So it's my least favorite album that I've listened to. Now we have In Rainbows coming, and then we have a few more other albums coming as well. I can't remember exactly which ones we're doing in the near future. But look, I'll give you my overall opinion. I think going back to the album was a really, really good idea. It was much better than I thought it was going to be again. Um, I'm going to sit with about a high six. No, I'll go with a seven. There you have it, a seven. Low seven for me. Very, very good. Very, very enjoyable. There's still songs that I don't like. There's still songs that I'll go back to. And I think even over time now, because I think it's going to hold up over time for me. So even over the next few months, I think given it maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, I'll come back to the album again, maybe to review it again and give you my opinions on it then because it's definitely a grower. And I appreciate the thoughts and the comments that everyone has given in the comment section saying that. But yeah, I do think going back on to Who You and Whose Army is definitely up there with some of their best songs on the album. Pyramid Song, absolutely 100%. And then you've got I Might Be Wrong, Knives Out, and Hunting Bears that I really, really enjoyed as well going back to the album. The rest of them I could probably do without. To be honest, I wouldn't really pass much marks on them. But yeah, final thoughts. It's low seven, so it's up there on the discographies for me now. That seven is a really, really good score. We don't give out tens nilly willy here on this, and we are very, 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 very honest with our opinions. And some people don't like it, but we don't really mind that because it's our opinions at the end of the day. So yeah, thanks a million for watching along. Bye.